Alright, what's going on, traders? Good morning. Just let me know mic sounds alright, and I'll get into this watch list. Alright, sounds good, great. Alright, so this morning, not too much on watch. You can see overall, slow up pre-market. Top gap are only up 11% right now, and just overall, light volume across the board. But I have a few stocks on watch this morning. First one is NAK. So let me bring over the chart here for NAK. All right, so NAK yesterday, went on a nice rip up from his 50-cent mark all the way to 90 cents on some pretty good volume. 15 million shares traded yesterday. And NAKA is an Alaska mine developer. They won a EPA, which is huge news for the company, and it's testing this $1 mark. You also had Trump's name thrown around in the PRs, so usually that does attract some algorithms. Last time we saw Trump's name thrown around in a stock was Workhorse, WKHS, and what this one did. Went on a huge rip. Obviously, the floats are a little bit different. NAKA, do have to remember that is a much higher in float stock, at around 212 million, if Trader is correct. So we do have a bigger float here. But, if this thing can push, with strong volume, I think we can see over this $1 mark today. Right now, it's down about 4%, Ideally, if this thing can, open, down 10%, would be very nice. Trigger SSR would be, bullish for the bulls. All right. Other than that, actually only have one other stock on watch, SMSI. I've been talking about this one for a few days now, and just been extremely strong. Yesterday, we had that 530 line marked, and it never broke, so there was no reason to short. Still completely the front side of the move on SMSI. The 5 minute, get a better view of yesterday. So yeah, you could see, it's extremely bullish. Higher lows, uptrending all day. Another strong close. So no reason to short this thing, guys. It's at all-time highs. Breaking out. Had strong news last Friday. So no reason to fight this thing short. So, personally, I probably won't be looking for a trade on it today, but just wanted to throw it out there. If this thing does have a weak open, down to this $6 line, maybe 590s, and holds on up, you could, look for a possible long, risking off this 580, maybe this 560 mark if you want to give it a little bit more wiggle room for, move back on up on SMSI. Been a very strong stock these past few days, so just want to throw it out there. This could be a one you want to keep on watch. So it's gonna be it for the watch list. Pretty short, pretty quick this morning. Just really gonna be watching NAK, and if anything else hits the gappers, I'll look into it and I'll see how I like it, and I'll go from there. But you can see just overall across the board, nothing interesting. Light volume, not too much this morning for the small cap market. Yeah, so I do want to be smart. This morning, yesterday I had a red day. Monday I had a decent day, but I really want to be sticking to good quality setups. In this market, it's easy to get sloppy in a slow market. You get bored and you take trades out of boredom, and sometimes you break rules, and it's easy to you have a big red day like that. So always want to be disciplined, being smart, and sticking to your A plus setups. Yesterday, BYND, was a little bit out of my niche. It was a $200 stock. My niche is small caps, trading stocks underneath $10. So, could say I broke a little bit of the rules there, but what happens? Have to move on and stick to my niche, stick to my setups. Yeah, so right now, not too much to say this morning, guys. It's pretty slow. So, if you guys have any questions, I'll answer some questions. I know some people had some questions for me yesterday, but I couldn't get to it because they asked it kind of late. So, I could answer a few questions now. It's pretty slow. Let me throw up the second level 2 right now for you guys. SLSS, see a lot of guys talking about SLSS. Check out the chart on that one. I think that's a really cheap guy on SLSS, if I remember correctly. Alright, so SMSI top, NAK at the bottom. Let's see, SLSS. Yeah, $24.24 stock. It's really cheap for me, guys. I really like playing, 50 cents and above, but definitely doing some pretty good volume this morning, up 25%. 60% of the shortest stock is short. Institutional ownership decent, 24%. I didn't see if it has a headline, but I'm sure it does. So yeah, if this is your niche, you guys like playing these cheap stocks, and SLSS definitely one you want to be keeping on watch. For me, won't be watching this one. So what I'll be looking for on NAK, I may have explained them. Just go over it one more time. Want to see a weak open. You could crack this 80-cent line. Come back to the 75-cent line. I want to see it bounce here. I don't want to see it lower than 70 cents. So I really would like to see it hold the 70-cent line. But ideally, come down. Crack 80 cents. Bounce off or near that 75-cent line. Reclaim 80 cents on strong volume. Then I could look for some longs at 80 cents. Risking that bottom that it bottomed out at, and then go from there. And hopefully we get this nice push on up to $1. I could look to start scaling some out in the 90-cent range, and then probably hold some for that $1 push on NAK. So we'll be watching. I'll be paying close attention to the volume. You want to see 1 million bars it's doing on the baseline volume, and that's the game plan on NAK. If we parabolic, I'll just avoid it. Hopefully it does, if it does parabolic, hopefully it does come back on down and offer that, that bounce opportunity. Because you don't want to chase, guys, no FOMO. We want to stick to our areas. You got to stick to your lines. You got to play off the support lines. Like I said, you don't want to buy into strength. Same thing, you don't want to short into weakness. So we got about, 15 minutes till market opens. Probably go grab a drink of water in a few minutes. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. It's a bit slow right now in pre-market. I'm not looking for any trades. I know my game plan, so just sitting tight right now, waiting for the market to open on up. Also, guys, if you're new to the stream, your first day watching, we do have a Discord chat. The Nightbot is posting links right now in the live chat, so definitely check out our Discord chat there. We have tons of great traders in there, guys. Great community. Definitely check it out. Totally free, 100% free. And also, Alex is also live streaming options right now. So if you guys are interested in options, definitely go check his live stream out as well. Nightbot is also posting links to that. And I'm not sure if Alex broke the news, but Alex will be making a big announcement today. So I don't want to spoil the news. I'm sure Alex wants to say it himself, but definitely stay tuned for that big announcement Alex will make. And no, guys, it's not that we're halting the live streams again. So don't be nervous. It's some good news. I think you guys will really like it. So just sitting tight right now. You guys know my game plan. Just told you guys my plan. Make sure you guys have your own game plan. We're not pikers. We're not gambling. Always have a game plan and always stick to your plan. So I'm gonna grab a quick drink of water right now. I'll be right back, guys. Be back in a few minutes. All right, I'm back. Let's see. NAK just kind of trading in this little channel right now. SMSI, lighter volume at the moment. Just hanging out here around the 620 mark. Saw a few people join the stream. I was getting a quick drink of water, so go over my watch list just one more time. I already went over it a few times. I apologize for those who heard it. So NAK, what I'm looking for this morning, I'm long bias. I want to see a weak open. Ideally, I want to see it crack this 80-cent mark and bounce into the 75-cent line or 70-cent line. Then I want to see it, curl back on up. Reclaim 80 cents on strong volume. Ideally, a 1 million bar or close to that. And I could look the long at 80 cents. Risking off that 75-cent line. I'm gonna look to sell some into the 90s and the rest over $1. SMSI probably won't be trading it because this is a non-niche setup. You know, this is not falling to one of my my setups, but it will offer a good long opportunity. You know, if it does work out correctly. So right now it's at 620s. You know, we'll see us also have a weak open. You know, fall down to the $6 line. You know, maybe 590s, and then you could look to long versus 580. You know, 560. You know, yesterday you see a support yesterday at 560, and then we had this little top at 580. So that's the game plan for this morning. You know, pretty simple, quick. Only watching two. You know, tight watch this morning, and nothing wrong with a tight watch. You know, personally, I prefer to watch less. You know, so that's the game plan. We have about 9 minutes. This market opens. You guys have any tickers you want me to look at? I'll check them out for you guys. You know, I know a lot of you guys used to love firing away tickers. Just look at the daily chart real quick. Just give you a quick analysis on the chart. It was crazy. You guys saw a workhorse, hit $5, and that it's still at $5. You know, if you guys know, come to life, guys. Put out like a swing trade alert at $1.40. So, congrats to anyone if you guys caught that that alert. Awesome play on workhorse. Come to life's great with these these swing trading calls, guys. So definitely pay attention to what he says in chat, guys. He really knows what he's doing. He also had ZYNE, another one of his swing trading calls. So he's been fantastic, guys. So definitely give Come to Life a shout out and listen to what he says, guys, because he knows what he's doing. And always remember, guys, NAK does do what I want it to do. Always has to be confirming with volume and price action. So if I'm not liking the volume and price action, I won't be taking any trades on NAK. So it has to confirm what the volume I want to see on it and how the price action's looking. I'm being mindful that it is a 200 million float stock. It is a bit out of my my liking for trading. I like trading stocks ideally under 35 million in float. So it is a bit out of my float range, but like I said, really like the news on it. So I will I'll be watching it for that reason today. But I'm being mindful of the float and how it will react to my lines and just the price action and volume. So it doesn't look right now, unless it has a bigger pullback, that will open SSR. And right now it's only down 4%. If this opens 10% or below, we'll trigger that SSR, which I would prefer. It'd be nice to open SSR. Being it's a high float, it'll be easier to push around without shorts trying to drive it down. So I see some people in Discord saying HEPA, had some news. Check this thing out. Volume's kind of crappy right now, but is a sub very low float there actually, 176,000 in float. So very low float. SSR on too, so that's just jumping out at you to stay away from that short. So definitely stay away from that one short. Unless you are an experienced trader, definitely do not be looking for HEPA short. So I'm actually gonna put this on the top level too right now, just see how it looks at open. These things could always get crazy. These micro floats under 1 million. See, looks like it's like a recent IPO too. Let me just confirm on my other chart here. Ryan, does a 200-day matter? It depends on you. Traders do look at that 200-day moving average. It's a popular moving average. So mentally, certain traders may look to sell at that mark, hold as resistance. But $1 is already a strong enough resistance. So it's gonna be tough to break that $1 mark. That's probably the toughest resistance line in penny stocks. I'd say $1, $10, and $5, just psychological resistance levels that are tough to break. So $1 will be a tough line to break, regardless if the 200 day is there or not. So HEPA, I'm gonna keep this one up, see what it does. Micro float. Let me look at the news real quick on that. Just want to see if there's anything interesting on HEPA. HEPA. Let's see. Yeah, nothing really. News isn't too great in my opinion on HEPA. So, not the best news there. But at the same time, not a reason to short it just based off the news. A recent reverse split, so let's keep it on watch, see what it does. But the news wasn't too great there, in my opinion. Alright, so we got about a minute till open. Right out of the gates, we'll be watching NAK, HEPA, and SMSI. You guys know my game plan. Alright, market's about to open. Alright, market's open. So NAK came up to this 90-cent mark. Now pulling back a bit. Let's see, HEPA. Trying to push there, coming up to pre-market highs. There's EMPH. I saw a lot of buzz about that one on EMPH. All-time highs earnings plays, I believe. So it's a mid-cap stock there. So let's see. HEPA, big upper shadow there. So NAK, you don't want to be buying here on NAK. You know, want to wait for a pullback and a short trap, a reclaim to get long. See, we had some big bids there on the level 2 in NAK. 87 cents of stacking. You can see HEPA just came up to that 340, soaked and stuffed. Let's see if $3 will hold. Looks like $3 is cracking now, so doesn't look like there's gonna be a play there on HEPA. Yeah, Rick, he's pretty slow. It is pretty slow, guys. It's been like this for about 2-3 weeks now. So tomorrow is the first day of August, so you'll see how August is. But July has definitely been a slow one. Dennis, what's up, man? I haven't heard from you in a while, man. Hope everything's going well. Thanks, Dennis. Hope you have a good day as well. Talk to you later. So NAK is testing that 90 cent mark. Didn't get that opening washout that I would have liked to seen. Yeah, hoping we get low float mania back. Yeah, I miss those days. We had the crazy 300% runners every day. "2017 was probably my best year trading. Just overall, just crazy runs. Alright, so NAK putting in some lows here. Looks like those big orders, they pulled them. Now it's getting this wash here. EMPH, nice looking chart there. Don't want to get outside of my niche though, but definitely looks like there's a lot of volume on this play here. SLDB, REKR. Let's see, what's SMSI doing? Tight range there. So not missing anything right now. Just watching a BNTC. Just a light volume pump there. So NAK, getting this wash here. SSR did just trigger. Down 10% now. Let's see how it reacts to 75 cents. Hey Corey, I mean we see that sometimes. We see just hype, anticipation. A lot of buying up until earnings, and then it sells off after earnings, even good earnings. It's kind of that hear that old saying, buy the rumor, sell the news type of deal. So that happens. Just profit takers. Exactly, yeah, Ricky. So just watching right now, guys. You see it's overall slow right now. I don't want to force anything. I don't want to take any bad trades. Let's see, where it costs here. Trying to reclaim few up. It could see a quick push there on WKHS, DMPI. Yeah, it's for nothing right now. So NAK came close to that 75-cent mark. Came down to about 78 cents. Now it's getting a little bounce here. Let's see if it's gonna hold this 80-cent mark. Yeah, it looks pretty pumpish there on DMPI. Looks pretty pumpish. Probably a chat pump there. And I've seen this one do it a lot too. Like I've seen it gone on a lot of quick rips and likes to get back all of its gains. So we did get that wash out of NAK. It came close to that 75-cent mark. Now it's trying to reclaim 80. Thanks, Tom, for the heads up. Warrior Trading is in DMPI. So I want to avoid that. You don't have to avoid the MPI. You know, you're your own trader. You know, you could trade anything you want. Just for me personally, you know, I will be staying out of that one right now. Hey man, like I said, you know, if that's your style, you know, go for it. But you know, for me, you know, that's just not my style, and you know, I rather trade real volume instead of chat volume. And you know, personally, you know, I could jump in right now, and he could sell, and it could drop 30 cents in a matter of seconds. So I don't want to get sold on by a chat room. That's just my opinion. Like I said, you guys can do whatever you want. You know, you're your own trader. So NAK is getting that push, guys. See at 85 cents now. So we came very close to that 75 cent mark that I was watching. Corey, yeah, 100%. You know, you can make a living off scalping, of course. You know, I will be honest. It with a small account, you know, that's would be a little bit more challenging as you know, scalping, you know, does require you to take, you know, multiple trades. And, you know, with a small account, you know, you're under the PDT rule unless you're outside the US. And your size, you know, is a little bit restricted. You know, I wouldn't say it's impossible. It's definitely possible, but it would definitely be a lot more challenging with a small account. So DMPI doing its thing here at 230s now. Yep, good point, Ricky. You know, you gotta have discipline. You know, scalping. You have to be very precise in your entries and exits, and you gotta be quick too. You know, scalping. You gotta be in and out. Some of these plays move very quickly, and scalping requires you to move very fast. You can't hesitate. So you guys can see NAK is just a snail. It's the tape is so slow. It's like watching paint dry. And you know, kind of expected it. You know, floats 200 million. So you know, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be playing that one on NAK. You know, just very slow. You know, as far as a day trade, you know, if you swing it, you know, it could be a different story. You know, could be a slow grinder. You know, off that news on NAK. I'm not sure if Come 2 is in here, but I was asking him, you know, his thoughts on the NAK swing. Was wanted to know his opinion on a a swing trade. BNTC halted. Is at that other pump. Looks like that got halted on the downside. Right now, DMPI. You stock trades, I heard of that, but I'm not too familiar with it. Ricky, yeah, me too, man. I love shorting. Same time I love my longs. I don't know which one I like better, to be honest. Love going both ways. Definitely recently I have been looking for more shorts during the summer. Let's see. DMPI. Slowly grinding on up. NAK, holding this 80 cent mark. Is anyone in NAK long? If you guys are, let me know. Yeah, right now I'm in no position at the moment. Ryan, you're in at 81 cent. Nice. Good luck to you. It's a pretty solid entry right there, 81 cents. Yeah, right now it's testing this VWAP mark. So let's see if we can get over 80. If this thing holds, if this thing gets over 85 cents and could hold that mark, it could make shorts uncomfy, and we could get that that push on up. So 85 cents, right now is that current resistance mark. Like I said, you want to get over that mark and hold. Then we could see, squeeze on up. Let's see how our other plays are looking. SMSI, nice. I saw it 650s now. So SMSI trade idea worked out great. Anyone catch this? Let me know. This worked out great according to the plan. Week open, wash, held $6, and now it's at 650. So great job if anyone took that trade idea on SMSI. Worked out perfectly. Great job. Let's see. WKHS. Let me see how that one's looking. That one had that news. So this one looks a little trappy here, building higher lows, holding VWAP. So this one could see this one start pushing on up on WKHS. So I'll keep it on watch. I'm gonna take the trade. Probably not. It's just non-niche, but based off that chart, looking pretty bullish that this thing could squeeze on up on WKHS. If I do, it'd be a smaller size position on WKHS. Let me see if SSR on this thing. SSR. Really happy how that SMSI trade worked out. Oh, Didn't take it myself, but I'm happy. Let's see. WKHS. You see the volume is so low right now. WKHS. The line you would want to risk off here would be that 470 mark. Look for a push up to 510, 515 area. And that would be the target. So it'd be about if you could fill low 480s, risk about 12 cents or so for push up to 510, 515 area. Yeah, right now it does look pretty strong on WKHS. Definitely a nice looking pattern there. I'm going to put that on the bottom level too, NAK. I'm not going to be watching this one right now. WKHS, just watching this one at the moment. So probably not going to be getting into it, guys. Just have to be disciplined. But I do like, the chart right here for a possible push on up. So just watching it, seeing what it does here. DMPI just a straight grinder. That thing's just been grinding all the way up. Probably chat's just jumping in and out over and over again on that one. Like I said, there's nothing wrong, playing it. It just it depends on the person. For me, I don't like the idea of getting into a fake volume trade. Just it's always good to know, that what you're in. Is this the real volume, is chat volume? It's always good to know those things. I mean, I would love for DMPI to run $5-6, bring in hype to the penny stock market. We need, like I was saying in my recap the other day, we need a play to just go crazy. 300, 400, 500% move, because that will draw in other plays. Sympathy plays. Following day plays. You'll start seeing gappers. That's how the market will heat up. We get that one play, gets everyone excited. We start to see a lot of sympathy plays and sympathy momentum. That's how we'll get this market heating on up. So please, DMPI, around the $5-6. So right now, Workhorse coming up to 490. Is anyone in Workhorse right now? Please let me know. You guys are. Nice entries, 480s. Your nice little, reverse ABCD pattern here. Let's see again this push. Let's see if we could break 5. Oh, nice. You're in at 450s. All right, here we go, guys. Just that $5 push here. So, great job, anyone who got in there. Low 480s. We'll see if we get this $5 push, and let's see if we could continue to move on up. Tom, you're liking the DMPI short. Let's see. I see what you're saying, Tom. You had a recent, high volume spike. 266 was the high of that day. So you may have some bag holder resistance, some overhead resistance on DMPI. Let me see if I have any, let's see if Centerpoint has borrows. Yeah, I have no locates available there in DMPI. So, even if I wanted to, I couldn't even have short, I couldn't short DMPI, I have no borrows available. But I definitely see that. You see the red resistance line that trade I just had drawn across there. So you're gonna have some big resistance coming on up here in DNPI. Great risk reward here. If you could capture, if you get this in the 250s, risking off that 266 level, could see a move back down to the low twos. So would be a good parabolic short here on DNPI. Fortunately, I have no borrows available. Oh, there's Workhorse, $4.99. Let's see if we get $5 push. Let's see. You have some big sellers there at $5. 50K seller, 14K seller. Let's see. He's getting chipped a bit. He's at 40K now, the seller. See, he's slowly getting chipped there. 39K now. Looks like he is refilling. He went back up to 40K. 42, so that seller is refilling there at $5. So you guys are holding, do be careful here. May see a pullback. A big seller there unloading at $5. You could do in a scenario like this, could always lock in half, protect the gains, and then leave the rest to ride, if it does break 5. So not really seeing any trades right now, guys, for myself. I'm watching, but not seeing much. There's some volume pushing here again on WKHS. Let's see if we can break 5. See that seller is just holding it down here. Let's see if he get chipped again. You'd see all the orders going through. It's not budging. Are soaking there on the ask. Seller's gone. Let's see if we're going to push now. Seller's gone. There we go. Pushing there on WKHS. Boom, there we go. There's 510. There's that 510 mark. So, great trade there, guys. If anyone took that on WKHS, personally I didn't take it. But, it was a great, long setup there off the higher lows. The morning trap. News after hours. So, nice trade there if anyone caught that on WKHS. It's a nice looking setup. We'll screenshot that and put it in my folder for a morning trap. Oh, I mean, yeah, it is some. I think, yeah, we are at all time highs on WKHS. Oh, you're saying pre-market resistance at 550? Yeah, we had a pre-market top around that 550 mark. So that'll be the next line of resistance on WKHS. But as far as daily, we're at all-time highs. So NAK, I'm looking a little weak right now. DMPI still hanging around. You could see the volume divergence here. Volume is much lower. NAK at 75 cents. I wouldn't be buying this dip here on NAK. Excuse me, I'm not gonna be buying this dip here at NAK. So overall, not loving the volume, and overall, it's just very heavy the tape. Watch 520 if we make a pullback and new candle low, so 3/4. Alright, I'll watch it around 520. 5-minute chart, alright. So it doesn't look like I'm going to be getting into any trades this morning, guys. 10:05. Not seeing anything I'm interested in. And there were some good setups this morning, but they're a little bit out of my my trading style. But there were definitely some nice setups. Workhorse was a nice long setup. SMSI, great idea off the $6 bounce. Hit highs of 660. It's a nice 50-cent play there. Sorry guys, phone's ringing there. The landline. I don't know who still has landlines nowadays. Almost every call is someone trying to sell you things. So I just hung up. Yeah, you know the saying. Sometimes the best trade is no trade. Came in today. Saying I was be very disciplined. Coming off a day where I did break a little bit of my rules. Trading a $200 stock. So I said, today I'm only gonna look for a an A plus setup. I didn't see any. I saw good setups today. I definitely saw some good setups today, but I haven't seen any A plus setups. Like SMSI or WKHS. Those aren't setups I've tracked, but just the eyeball test and just looking at it, and having 3 years experience, see that it's a good setup, even though it's not something I tracked. So anyone, you guys make any trades today? Let me know in the comments. If you guys made any trades or you want me to look anything, or if you have questions, you could ask. Right now it's slow. It's 10:10. I'll probably give the stream maybe another 15-20 minutes. Probably wrap up a little early today because we're not seeing too much right now. It's pretty slow. I'm just watching DMPI here. I don't have borrows, but do want to see if we're gonna get this pull here. You could see that clear cut 266 resistance. You could see volume divergence. Look at the volume here. Compared to now, noticeably much lower. So do want to see if this can get this pull. Below this 230 mark, you could see a wash back down to 210. Yeah, it's been the borrows lately, just not even center point, just all around, just been lacking. This year's just been very competitive. I guess a lot of people are coming to the game, wanting to short, and just we're seeing a lack of borrows from everywhere. Chico, hope pronouncing your name correctly. Watching LPTX above 250. Shared my idea in your chat room. Thanks. All right. Yeah, definitely. Check it out. See how it looks. Over 250. Looks like a nice breakout there, coming up to 200-day moving average. So, yeah, could see some volume move in. Over that 200-day. 40% held by institution. So that's a good number there. Short float almost 20%. So yeah, definitely could see some volume moving over 250. Possibly come up to this $3 mark. You're gonna have some resistance here. In the upper $2 range. DMPI is still holding here, going sideways. So just want to see what this one's gonna do. Yeah, it's almost like a race, to get the borrows now. It's like, once you get that gapper, right away you have to be, locating immediately or you lose out. I think I saw somewhere on Twitter said, I'm not sure who it was, but they said there were borrows available on TMPI for center point, but they were gone like right away. Like I just checked, there was nothing left. You can see they're just big bidders. This whole morning on Workhorse, a lot of big bidders. Tom, yeah, you had borrows there for a second too. Yeah, it's so competitive. Oh, there's the crack. There's the crack there on DMPI. Let's see if we get down to that 210 area that I was saying. Probably be I was like doing the trade mentally in my head. If I was there 240s, 250s, I'd probably be looking for 210, that first target. And then probably the rest near $2 or even sub $2. But nice little crack there on DMPI. Very predictable stuff there. Coming into that 266 resistance off a big volume day. Good risk reward if you got 250s, even high 240s. So definitely an A plus setup there into a parabolic short on DMPI. Anyone that borrows there? Anyone take that short trade? Just curious if any other brokers had shares available. Speed Trader and Centerpoint had them for a few minutes, but that was it. Colbrad, nothing either. EMPH, yeah, EMPH. It's a good looking mid cap stock there. If that's your style, I'm sure you'd be all over that today on EMPH. Definitely a nice looking chart there. I think they had earnings, all time highs, nice volume. WKHS trying to curl back on up. Some new highs there on WKHS. Coming up to that 520 mark that you guys were talking about in chat. Small size NAKA. Did we double bottom there at 75 cents? Let me see. Yeah, so that 75-cent line, held on up. So we may see a little bounce there. So we may see a bounce. Crack for a bit, but ultimately we held that 75-cent line, moving back on up now. Chico, appreciate that, man. Appreciate the support. So may give the stream, maybe 5 minutes, 10 more minutes. Pretty slow right now. I'm pretty much done for the morning. I'll just be keeping an eye on DMPI, see what it does. Same thing with Workhorse. There's 210. There's that 210 mark. So I'd probably be covering something here on DMPI. You may see a bounce. You see a little bounce here. But pretty predictable stuff there on that short. I think I mentioned it earlier, but make sure you guys are in chat. Alex will be making a big announcement today, so definitely stay tuned for that. I'm sure if you guys trade options, I'm sure you're gonna be excited for the announcement. All right, so I'll give it to 10:25, and then I'll hop off the stream. No trades for me this morning. Didn't see any A+ setups, but we definitely saw some good setups this morning. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. Hit the like button. Appreciate that. And if you guys haven't, Discord. You have a Discord chat. Nightbot's posting links to that chat room. Make sure you guys check us out. And we posting recaps during the week, and we're posting some educational videos as well to the channel. Ricky, you were in the room earlier this year. Definitely, your name definitely looks familiar. I definitely feel like I definitely seen you on the stream, last year. Ryan, nice little scalp there. Got it. Victor, yeah, sometimes you get confused. You guys have like different YouTube names, and then, in Discord you guys have, different names as well. Probably do a giveaway too this Friday, guys. Have some fun. Do a fun giveaway. Do some trivia questioning. I know you guys love that. So I'll probably give away some free money, or give away some Velocity Trading merchandise. So make sure you guys are here Friday. We'll do that right after I'm done trading. Always like giving back, especially if you have a big trading day. I make like $1,000 or so, or anything more than that. I like giving away some money. Nice bounce on NAK. Back over 80 cents now. Testing the 72.89 EMA. Awesome. Yeah, make sure you guys are here Friday. And we do this regularly, guys. I like to do giveaways, so. All right, so I'll give it about 2 more minutes for any last questions. Appreciate you guys being here every day and supporting the channel. I'll be doing this, Monday through Friday, every day. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Ricky, yeah, we usually, I'm not going to be super strict with the time as I was in the past. We would kind of go to 11 even if we're done. If I'm in a trade or it's a hot day, yeah, I'll stay to 11, 11:30. But you could see today it's pretty slow, so there's not really no reason to stay on, till like later than that. So if it's a hot day, yeah, I'll stay on later. But if it's a slow day, I may get off earlier. All right, so I'll give it 1 more minute, and then I'll hop on off and enjoy the rest of my day. It's a nice sunny day out here in New York. Probably go for a jog with my dog. Alright guys, not seeing any questions, so I'm going to wrap up the stream. Like I said, really appreciate the support, you guys being here, and we'll be back at it again tomorrow. So that's going to be it. Peace guys, enjoy your day.